Hello, I'm Jennifer, and welcome back to the coffee table. Today, I want to share with you this book, Untamed by Glennon Doyle. You've probably heard about this book already. It's sold over 2 million copies now. It is a New York Times bestseller. It's a book club favorite everywhere. Just on the back cover, it's endorsed by Oprah Winfrey, Brené Brown, and Rob Bell. But just in case you haven't heard about this book, here's a quick intro from its Amazon page. Soulful and uproarious, forceful and tender, Untamed is both an intimate memoir and a galvanizing wake-up call. It's the story of how one woman learned that a responsible mother is not one who slowly dies for her children, but one who shows them how to fully live. It is the story of navigating divorce, forming a new blended family, and discovering that each member's ability to bring herself, full self to the table. And it is the story of how each of us can begin to trust ourselves enough to set boundaries, make peace with our bodies, honor our anger and heartbreak, and unleash our truest, wildest instincts so that we can become women who finally look at ourselves and say, there she is. Glennon shares her story of meeting and immediately falling in love with Abby Wambach and the way their lives changed together. This book is made up of short essays and reads very quickly. If you like podcasts like I do, I also recommend Glennon's podcast, We Can Do Hard Things. I promise both the book and the podcast will challenge and encourage you to understand yourself and others better. I also love how Glennon approaches her faith and talks about God. I want to read part of an essay to you from this book called Conflicts. It begins with an email from someone from Glennon's old church who said that she wants to still love Glennon and Abby, but she would have to abandon her beliefs, and she's not sure what to do about this God conflict. I'm going to start reading Glennon's response about halfway through the essay. I understand this conflict because I've experienced it. I still do. For a while, I felt scared because I thought the God conflict was me challenging God. Now I know that it was God in me challenging religion. It was my true self awakening and saying, wait, this thing I've been taught to believe about God, about myself, about others, it doesn't fit with what I know from my roots about love. What do? Do I reject what I know from my roots or what I was taught to believe? I can only tell you what I have come to know for myself. When choosing between something you know and something other people taught you to believe, choose what you know. As Whitman said, re-examine all you've been told in school or church or in any book and dismiss whatever insults your own soul. Having the courage to dismiss what insults your soul is a matter of life or death. If those who claim to speak for God or truth can convince you to believe instead of know, to live from their rules instead of your roots, to trust the voices of middlemen instead of the still small voice inside you, then they can control you. If they can get you to mistrust yourself, to stop feeling, deny knowing, quit imagining, and instead rely only on them, then they can get you to act against your own soul. If that happens, they can get you to follow them, vote with them, condemn for them, even kill for them, all in the name of this God who is constantly whispering to you, that is not exactly it. Perhaps the God conflict is not just about God. Perhaps it is God. Listen deep. I hope that you will pick up this book and feel free, finally, to live an untamed life. Until next time, keep reading.